Janie here, and today I was in the mood to make some butterflies, make them for embellishments or paper clips or whatever, but that's what I was in the mood to do. So I grabbed my baggie that is full of samples I have made over the years with alcohol ink techniques, and I've actually made videos on this, and I will have them linked on the screen probably at the end of the video. But I had some really beautiful ones that I really love how they turned out, and some that I thought would really go well together for die cutting the butterflies. And I have a baggie full, as you can see, with so many beautiful ones. This is one of my favorites that I actually plan on making more jewelry with. I have made jewelry with it before. It has kind of a turquoise look. Really pretty. Prettier than what you see on screen. But anyways, while looking through them, I came across these two that I had done a technique with. And yes, this is, I'm not sure if this one was done with alcohol ink or distress ink, but I'm pretty sure it was alcohol ink. And it was a wax paper resist with embossing folders, and it is just really cool. Both of these, they were made the same way. And I thought, you know what? I'm still going to make a couple butterflies, but not the way I planned. Instead, I decided I wanted to make a couple cards using these two. And that is exactly what I'm getting ready to do right now. And I will be using these die cutting sets to, make a couple butterflies to go along with this. And so let's get started. Okay, so this butterfly die set is from In Love Arts, and I don't know the name of it, but I will have a link to it below in the description box. And this butterfly die set is from In Love Arts' sister company, Coca Rosa Studio, and it is called Metal Cutting Dies with Hollow Flying Butterflies. And I will also have a link to that below in the description box. So the first thing I'm going to do is some die cutting with my Sizzix Big Shot Switch Plus. And as usual, I'm cutting the center out of the gold foil cardstock, which will be the back layer, so nobody will see it. And I will be using that oval as a layer behind these gorgeous pieces that I'm cutting from the papers that I had made using an alcohol ink technique that involves using wax paper and an embossing folder. And I'll have a link to that right here on the screen, as well as on the screen as this video is ending. And next I'm cutting the butterfly pieces from some Recollections white gold shimmer cardstock, and also from Recollections gold foil cardstock. And I always like to show you how beautifully things cut. And now I'm removing the die cutting plate because I'm going to be doing some embossing with this embossing folder. However, when I go to put this embossing folder away, I found the one that I had actually wanted to use. So later in the video, you'll see me using a different piece that I embossed. And I also decided to emboss the white butterfly pieces just because I thought they would look nice with a little texture. Okay, I am ready to start putting everything together, starting with the back layer that has the center cut out of it. And if you haven't tried this technique before, you really should, because it does make your cardstock and scrapbook paper go farther, and nobody is ever going to know. And I don't know about you, but I love money-saving tips and tricks. Okay, next I'm adding that shimmery white embossed layer, and I like to add plenty of glue when I'm dealing with something that is embossed, just to make sure that there is good contact. And look at that. Just as promised, you can't see that the center was cut out of that gold foil cardstock. And once I make sure that everything is adhered completely, I'm going to set that aside, and then I am gluing that beautiful piece to the gold foil cardstock that I had cut out of the back layer. And right now, everybody that knows me is going, "Oh my gosh, she didn't cut the center out of that piece." Well, honestly, I had thought of cutting the butterflies out of that piece, But because I'm going to be using foam tape to pop that up on the embossed cardstock, I felt the need to leave it as is to keep it sturdy. So once in a while I break my own rules, but for a good reason. Okay, so once I get the backing removed from the foam tape, I like to add a few drops of glue to it, especially when putting it against the texture of an embossed layer, just to make sure that it adheres well. Next, I'm partially gluing the layers of the butterfly together. I was tempted to glue it completely flat, but decided to leave the edges loose so that they're more like butterfly wings. Actually, either way would have looked great. And with that done, I'm gluing the butterfly on the edge of the oval by the flowers. I think it looks really pretty. Okay, let's move on to the next card. For this card, I didn't make you watch me put it all together since it's absolutely an identical process. But here I am gluing these butterfly pieces together, and I'm just gluing the center down, and you'll see after I put this next piece on that the wings are loose. I just really like that look, and it does give it a little more dimension. And with that done, it is now time to add the butterfly to the card, and just like the other one, I'm gluing that butterfly to the outer edge of the oval. That just seems like the perfect spot for it. I think both cards are so beautiful, but I'm not done because next I'm using these gold foil stickers that say thinking of you, because I want these cards to be good for any occasion. And I thought that the gold foil stickers look great with all of the rest of the gold foil accents on these cards. I absolutely love how these cards came out, and like I said at the beginning of the video, I was in the mood to make butterflies, and even though I ended up making cards instead, I still got to use butterflies, and I absolutely love that alcohol ink technique. So don't forget that as my video is ending, I will have a link to that video tutorial on the screen, and I will have another link to one of my other favorite alcohol ink tutorials as well, just in case you have alcohol inks and want to give this a try. But even if you don't, these techniques can be used with other inks like Distress ink. Thank you all so much for stopping by and letting me share this with you. And until next time, happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.